Good evening and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video I will be doing the rank and rate for my Eriy collection. This was really difficult, and it took me a long time this afternoon to sit and try and put these books into some kind of order, and also to kind of pick out favourite pages when there's so many pages in these books that I absolutely love. So it's been really difficult, and I actually feel guilty for where I've put some of the books in the lineup. Yeah, I don't know, the struggle was real, but I do just want to say I do have two of Eriy's postcard books, but I am not including these in the rank and rate. I am only going to be doing the large sort of 10 by 10 colouring books. I'm not going to be including the postcard books in the rank and rate. So I have 8 books, 8 to go through with you. So let's get started. The first one is World Heritage, I believe, and this is, again, it's just such a beautiful book. It's really lovely. I did mess up in this one, so you can hear here that's kind of really sort of sturdy. It's because these two pages were glued together. It was a big double page spread with hot air balloons. It was beautiful, and I royally messed up. So yeah, I'm kind of missing those 2 pages now, which I'm gutted about because they were some of my favourites. But yeah, this is a beautiful book. I do apologise about the cat in the background. Buddy, you are fine. You are okay. He's come in from being outside all day, enjoying the sunshine, kind of, bathing in the shade, and he's just come in and he's being really needy. So I do apologise for Link in the background. He's he's on one. But like I said, this is a stunning book. Really beautiful pages in here. I do really like this one. That's really nice. Gorgeous pages. That is stunning. This one, absolutely beautiful. There's just nothing not to love about her books. So it does make me sad that I've put this one in 8th place. Okay, so this is the one completed page I have in here, and this was done a few years ago now, and it is Emma's Tea Room. So yeah, I don't know if you can see, I put clear jelly roll glaze on the glass here in the door and also on the window here. Not sure if it's picking up. I have had to close 2 curtains over, one behind me and one to the side, and I've got my overhead light on because it's coming in a little bit darker now. But like I said, this is a beautiful book. Nothing not to love about it. Oh, and I have this as a work in progress as well. Let me just clip that one back on. Yeah, so the beautiful Jamie from Finding Joy in Colour, she started an Instagram group where you colour this book in order, and I just thought it was such a lovely idea because it is a gorgeous book, but literally this is as far as I got, so I kind of started and fell flat on my face. But there isn't an awful lot more to do on this one, so I do think I could get it done reasonably quickly. It would be nice to have this one done, to be honest. Yeah, really beautiful, gorgeous book. So some of my favorites, and it was really hard to choose actually because there's so many in here that I absolutely love. So I love this double page spread, and you've got different characters. So we've got Peter Pan, Alice, the White Rabbit, We've got the caterpillar who says like, who are you? We have him. It looks like we have the Cheshire Cat up here. We've got a witch. Yeah, I just think this is absolutely beautiful, but it would definitely take some work. So I'm imagining maybe a base of watercolours or ink tints would work nicely on this one. Another favourite of mine is this page here, which I think is absolutely stunning, and for some reason I really enjoy colouring stonework. I really enjoy that. So yeah, I think this will be a beautiful page to colour. We've got crystals here. We've got all these sort of like herbs and dried things up here. And then she's got these big kind of like flasks with different things in, so you could, you know, do a glass effect on those. I just think this page would be so much fun to colour. There's a lot going on, but I can imagine that would be a lot of fun to get stuck into. This one here is another favourite. It's absolutely beautiful. So we've got this girl here, and it looks like she's maybe helping her mother or grandmother. I cannot remember what these are called. Is it lays? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. If I've got that wrong, I am so sorry. But yeah, again, I just think this is so beautiful, and it just, I don't know, it feels like a really calm and peaceful page, and I really like that. Yeah, I really do like that. And then this one here is another favourite as well. I do have a bit of bleed through there, but that's okay, I can colour over that. But yeah, I think this is stunning, and we've got all these beautiful lanterns here as well. So I think that would be really lovely to colour. And then my favourite in the book is this one. It had to be this. This was a no-brainer for my favourite page. It definitely screams Hogwarts to me. Yeah, so this could be Hermione. You know, I absolutely love it. So I definitely think this would be, you know, a wash of ink tints like I did on another page that you'll see in a bit. Yeah, I just think that would look fantastic. We've got little bats hanging up here. There's one there. Yeah, this just screams Hogwarts to me. So there is that one, and that one is the World Heritage, and that is at number 8. Number 7 is this one. This is Erie's World Literature, and this is such a stunning book, again like the one I've just shown you. So it was just really difficult this afternoon, you know, with these books to try and put them in some kind of order when I absolutely love all of them. You know, it was really difficult. This was a project book with the beautiful Jo from Geordie Colours, Julianne from Julianne Annette Art, Emily from eArt Studios, and also the lovely Veronica Dunn from Instagram. But I did say to the ladies, and I asked if it would be okay if I took a step back from the project book for a bit. I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I had a lot on my plate, and I just hit a brick wall with the page I was working on, and I just felt really disheartened. So I've just took a break from this at the moment, but I do want to come back to it. I mean, why would you not want to work in this book? It is beautiful. Look at this. How lovely is that? It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So this is the page I hit a brick wall on, or one of them. But yeah, this is the one that I was like, I need to take a step back. I don't like how this is turning out at all. I don't know what I can do to fix it. Yeah. This page here, Geordie and I had done a buddy colour in this book, and then we decided to do it as a project book, but Jo had already coloured this page, so I wanted to colour that one so that I was on the same, you know, I had the same pages coloured, so we were on the same wavelength. So yeah, I coloured that one. I'm really pleased with it, with the exception of her skirt, this part here of her skirt, which I do not like at all. I had such a fight with it, and it got to the point where I just had to leave it and say, do you know what, I have to call this page done. I can't keep fighting with that because I'm really starting to cause some damage to the paper. But yeah, so that's like Esmeralda, that one. But as you can see, there are gorgeous pages in here. This is Beauty and the Beast, and I think Veronica and someone else had coloured this recently, or some other ladies have coloured it. I have seen this one, and I think it might have been actually for Jo's Colour the Fairy Tales. So yeah, I've seen this done quite a few times recently, and it looked absolutely beautiful. So as you can see, again, such beautiful pages, and Eriy draws these with a toothpick and ink. How incredible is that? I just, it blows my mind, it really does. So I've coloured this one. This is Narcissus and Echo. This is Narcissus here. You can see all the sparkly goodness that I've put there. Those shiny watercolours and this glittery one, I think that's a glitter watercolour, and they were both by Rebecca at the Art Spirits. So yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous watercolours, and I do like how that page turned out. It's not my favourite, but I do like it. This one is The Vain Crow, and I was really pleased with how this one turned out. I don't know if you can see the sparkle there. Just turn the page a little bit. Yeah, I was really, really happy with how that one turned out. This is another one I hit a brick wall with. So this was a whip for months and months. And I think we all kind of struggled with this page, to be honest. But it's done. It's Town Mouse, Country Mouse, I think. And this was the first buddy colour that Jo and I had done, and it was the Tortoise and the Hare, which I love. I'm really, really happy with this page. I think it's so pretty. Yeah, really pleased with that one. And I've got some watercolours on here, on the tortoise's shell here, and it's called Baby Yoda, the colour. It's this colour here, and that is by Renee at Renaissance Colours. She has a shop on Etsy. This is another one I've hit a brick wall with, but I did do this one. I like how that one turned out. That one's okay. And this is one that I'm really proud of, which is the first sort of like double page spread. I was really pleased with how this one turned out. Yeah, really, really pleased with this one. So some of my favourites in the book are this one, which I think is Heidi. I just think that page is so lovely. Really, really pretty. And I love the border around the outside. I really like that the image is sort of encapsulated in a circle. you know, a circular frame, and then we've got like a border around the edge. I really like that, so I think that will look so pretty once it's finished. Then another favourite is this one, the Jungle Book page. It's really lovely. I think the thing that intimidates me with this is the open spaces on the animals, but again, I think a wash of watercolour would look really, really nice on this, and then shade over the top with pencils and maybe some gel pen detail. Yeah, I think that is really lovely. I also absolutely adore this page here, and I think this is Anne of Green Gables, if I remember correctly. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I think this will be so pretty. And it would be nice to try and do like a wood grain effect here on the decking that she is sat on. I absolutely love this one as well, this page here. I think that is so pretty. It does give me sort of spring vibes, spring, summer, but I think more spring. And I think this is the Velveteen Rabbit. Yeah, really, really pretty. And I can just imagine some beautiful handmade watercolours on this fairy, and some sparkles on her wings. So yeah, I think that will be a gorgeous page once it's done. And my favourite is this big, is this a double? Yeah, double page spread. This one, I think it is absolutely stunning, and this is Little Women. This will definitely be a labour of love, this double page spread, but I do think it is gorgeous. I really, really love this double page spread. I think it is absolutely beautiful. So that is World Literature, and that is in at number 7. Sorry, I'm just trying to get these papers back in properly. There we go, that's a bit better. Okay, so then at number 6, I have Romantic Country, and this is the first book in the series. Again, absolutely beautiful. This was Erie's first book that she released that I'm aware of. And again, her work is just so beautiful, and I think, you know, the way she illustrates these and inks it with a toothpick is just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so I've coloured this one, and this was done with watercolours and Black Widow pencils. But looking at this page here, it looks like some of the pigment from the watercolours is kind of like rubbed off over onto this page, so I could do with putting a sheet over here. It's not my favourite with like the trees, especially this one and this one. I don't know, I think I could have done better, but I do like the rest of it. And the Black Widow pencils, even though you can still see some of the white through the paper, but that's, you know, I think a lot of that is on me for not spending enough time blending it out and whatnot. But you know what, it doesn't bother me. I get to a point where I feel happy with it and I like how it looks, so then I stop. But yeah, I really do like this. I think that's lovely, and I would love to do this one soon as well. I've had my eye on this one for quite a while. The vegetable patch. So I think they will look really lovely side by side. I think they'll look really, really nice. I have got bleed through though from my watercolour, and I don't understand. But you know, the sky here will be blue anyway, so I can cover that. That is not a problem. But just look at how gorgeous this book is. Right, I'm just going to adjust my light 2 seconds. Okay, I hope that is a bit better. Right. Okay, so I've done this one. Really like how that one turned out. I had a lot of fun with this one. And I'm not too mad at my background either. I think that was Distress Inks. I think. Yeah, I'm not very good with them, but I think for this page it looked quite nice. And where I've got the blue around him, and obviously it fades into black, it kind of looks like he's glowing. And I did do a lot of white gel pen sort of details. I don't know if you can see, kind of like hatching and stuff. Something different, but I do really like how that one turned out. I'm just annoyed that I got ink here, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to colour over that. But yeah, again, such a gorgeous book. You get different chapters in here. This is one that I've done. I wasn't happy with this one. It was just kind of, I feel like I rushed it. I do like this with the border. I do not like the outside at all. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't like that. Maybe I'll have to get a black acrylic and just, you know, paint that out. Keep that in the middle. But yeah, really beautiful book. I would never get bored of looking through Eriy's books, ever. I just think they're so pretty. Yeah, really, really lovely. This one, I do like how this turned out, but I didn't shade the flowers or leaves here. I was happy to call it done at the time, but now I think maybe I should come back in and shade them. I do have a bit of bleed through from my water-based markers, but I'm going to do a night sky here, and these trees will be kind of like dark green, so I'll be able to cover that quite easily. Then I have this one. This was the first page I coloured in this book, and this was years ago. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I did use water-based markers, so they would have been Crayola Super Tips. I'm not sure what pencils though. I don't know. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a beautiful book. Really lovely. So some of my favourites are this one. I just think this is really, really lovely, and I can imagine again basing these with watercolours, maybe also some water-based markers, and then coming in with like Languo gel pens and pencils for some shading, you know, watercolour for the sky, or maybe just some pan pastels or distress inks. I'd quite like to draw in some cobbles down here. I think that would look quite nice. We'll see. I don't know if I'm brave enough, so we will see. But I do really, really like this row of buildings. We've got a bakery, a post office, a farm shop, a cafe. So yeah, really like that one. This is another one that I love. So we've got a shop here that sells different teas, and then we have a seafood restaurant. I think they would be lovely to colour as well. And then these two are also some of my favourites, especially this one. Yeah, I just think they're absolutely beautiful, and I can imagine this one being done in sort of like pinks and creams. I just think that would look so pretty, and then have a brown fence, you know, maybe brown shutters, we'll see. But yeah, I think pinks and creams for this would look really, really lovely. And then my favourite page in this book is this one, which very much gives Little Red Riding Hood vibes. I have seen this page coloured so many times and coloured absolutely beautifully, and it's not that I compare myself to other colourists, but it's more a fact of like I can never colour like that, so you know, but I really want to get stuck into this page. I think it is beautiful. So yeah, I just need to put my insecurities aside and just do it. Just jump in and have fun. But that's really, really lovely, really pretty. So that is Romantic Country, and that is the first tale, and that is coming in at number 6. At number 5, and this is where my decisions got really difficult, because these could all be at number 1 as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, this is Romantic Country, the second tale. And again, you know, the pages are just beautiful. I love Erie's imagination. I love her art style. I just think it is something so special. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Really, really beautiful. I don't think I've coloured anything in here, but at that point, no. So I started this page, it is a work in progress, and I was following along with Lucy from Lucy Just Adds Colour on her membership. I was following along with her on that for this page. But I must admit, even though Lucy explains it beautifully and she shows you exactly what she's doing, I struggled keeping up. So yeah, I'll have to come back to that video at another time and get that page finished. But Lucy's looks absolutely incredible. She's done a fantastic job. Okay, so this is a work in progress. I did chip away at this a little bit recently. So yeah, I did work a little bit more on this one, but I want to get it right, because it reminds me so much of my granddad, who passed quite a few years ago now. But this reminds me so much of him, so I really want to take my time and do this page justice. This is gorgeous. Look at that. The windmills and the field of flowers. Oh, so beautiful. This is lovely. A lot of detail, but I can just imagine it would look spectacular once it's all coloured. Really gorgeous book. So again, some of my favourites are the Christmas double page spread. I love this one. In my original copy of the book, I did have a fair bit of this done, but it still had a lot of work to go. But I'm excited to have the opportunity to, you know, redo it, you know, and have a limited colour palette. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a go with that one. Excuse me. This is another favourite, and I did have this one finished in my original copy. But I just think she's absolutely beautiful. Really, really pretty. These mushrooms intimidate me. because they're kind of like big spaces, and I'm just, oh yeah, that intimidates me. But I wonder if how Neocolours would do on this paper as well. I haven't used those for a long time. These 2 pages are wonderful. Again, they're some of my favourites. So we've got our owls here in the tree with the lantern. Of course, it's owls, so it had to be a favourite. And then we've got this beautiful Halloween page. So we've got 2 children here trick-or-treating. You've got your pumpkins, there's bats. It's just, oh yeah, really, really fun. Love these pages. Excuse me. Another favourite. This one. Manon's Flowers. I just think that is so pretty. So we've got our girls out here and they're sort of decorating the fences with flowers. I just think that is absolutely gorgeous. This one as well, Henry Books. Oh, stunning page. Yeah, I would definitely be basing that with Inktense. And then I love this circus page as well. I think that is so pretty. Really, really lovely. I think that would just look so nice once it's finished. I'm not sure what I would do about a background, or whether I would just leave it plain and colour obviously all the confetti and things. But let's see. Okay, so that's flagged as a whip. I didn't flag a favourite page in here. Okay, well, I think this would probably be up there with my favourites. It would be this one. I've got a flag here because obviously this is a whip. Yeah, it would be really difficult to choose a favourite in this book, I think. They are all gorgeous. But I do think it would be the windmill page. Oh, we've got this one as well. This is like Diagon Alley, isn't it? That I think would be joint with the windmill page as my favourites. So that is Romantic Country, the second tale, and that is in at number 4. No, number 5. I'm so sorry. That comes in at number 5. At number 4, I have Laura Mia, which is Erie's newest release. This book is, again, beyond beautiful. It is a different size format and the paper does feel thinner. It's still nice. It's very smooth. Very, very smooth paper. So it does feel different to the other books that I'm used to. But needless to say, it is still a gorgeous book. I do like the size. I think it's really, really nice. It makes it that little bit more portable. But yeah, there is a full flip through of this book on the channel, I believe. But you can find flip throughs of this all over YouTube if you want to check it out. But yeah, it is gorgeous. And it doesn't look like I flagged a favourite in this book either. Yeah, it's so tricky. Have I? Oh no, I have flagged a favourite. Oh my gosh. Okay, so some of my favourites in the book are this one with the little girl on all the bookshelves and she's coming down like a spiral staircase. There's a little dragon here. How cute. I just think that is so adorable. But yeah, I absolutely love this. It almost makes me think of like Hermione and the restricted section of the library at Hogwarts. Yeah, I love this. Link, that is enough, buddy. You're fine. You're fine, dude. I adore this one. And I had this one flagged as my first page in this book to colour, so I am going to move that flag back up there. I just think that is so nice. You know, I don't think it would take too long. I think the thing that would take the longest would probably be like shading the leaves and maybe the trees. But yeah, I absolutely love this one. Another favourite are these pages here. Yeah, I know that it's not a double page spread, but I love both of them. I think they are absolutely beautiful. So we've got our fairies here in the flower garden. So they're at work, and then we've got this person here, sort of trimming the trees, you know, tidying them up. And then we've got the fairies here helping water the plants. Yeah, I just think that is precious. Absolutely beautiful. And then another favourite is this one, the cotton candy. It says cotton candy stand. This looks like a hot air balloon, and I absolutely love it, and I can imagine this in pastel colours. I will use my pan pastels for the background on this. I just think it needs that. So I will be using blues, pinks and purples on the sky, and you know, similar colours for the hot air balloon. I just think it is beautiful. I absolutely love it. And we've got an older witch here and her cat. What's not to love, you know? And then my favourite page in the book, or pages should I say, are these steampunk pages. I think they are fantastic. I love them so much. Yeah, I just, oh, this is just going to be so much fun. I do want to look for some tutorials on how to colour like copper and silver and sort of like oxidized metal. So yeah, I do want to find some tutorials for that and have a practice first. But yeah, I love these pages. I just think they are fantastic. I feel like Eriy has outdone herself with this book. It is stunning, absolutely beautiful. She's done an incredible job. This is again really beautiful. Another favourite, that one, really gorgeous. There's just, yeah, nothing not to love about this book. So that is Laura Mia, and that is coming in at number 4. Okay, at number 3 I have Eriy's Wild Legends and Fairy Tales. So again, beautiful book. I know I keep repeating myself, and I'm really sorry because it's probably getting very boring. But I just cannot praise these books enough, and I feel so fortunate to have them in my collection. Yeah, I think they're wonderful. They're really lovely. Such cute pages. I know Kira at A Pictured Purpose, the lovely Kira, she has been working on this page, and she's done such a beautiful job so far. I'm loving how her page is looking. So yeah, I can't wait to see how her page looks when it's all finished. Whoever I mention in this video with a YouTube channel or an Etsy shop, anything like that, I will link them in the description below for you, so you can check them out and show some love. Because kindness costs nothing, does it? Yeah, beautiful. Really lovely. This makes me think of Encanto. It kind of looks like Bruno. You know, doing the oh, what's it called? You know, kind of doing the reading for Mirabelle. It could be that. It could be the Philosopher's Stone from Harry Potter. It could be that. So you could colour the stone red. Oh, a vision. That's it. A vision of Bruno's. So if that was the case, then this could all be like sort of bright yellow and green, like ombre, you know. That would look really cool. Or if you wanted to do this as the Philosopher's Stone, you could do like a red glow coming out from it. Oh, so many options. But yeah, this is a fantastic book. I'm looking through it now and I'm like, maybe this should have been after Laura Mia. So it's so, like, you know, I think my opinions would readily change on a day-to-day basis, because I just love these books so much. I really apologise for the cat. I'm not showing him attention, so he's not happy. He's kind of screaming at me. Okay, so some of my favourites are this one. I think this is so lovely, and it just gives that really calm and just tranquil vibe. Absolutely love it. So this beautiful girl is sat at a water fountain reading a book. She's surrounded by beautiful trees and flowers. Yeah, what's not to love? Beautiful. Another favourite, well, favourites should I say, are these two. I love these pages. This one with the dragon and the little girl. Oh my goodness, absolutely precious. And they are chilling out under an apple tree. I love it. And then we've got this one. And she definitely gives Isabella vibes again from Encanto. But I know other people have coloured her like that as well. So I don't want to feel like I'm copying people, but that's kind of all I can see when I look at this page. So, you know, it's my book. I'll colour it how I want. I just, you know, I worry. I don't want people thinking I'm going to copy them. Okay, another favourite is this one. I love Egyptian pages. I love, you know, programs on Egypt. I've listened to a lot of podcasts over the years. I just find it fascinating, and so this had to be up there in, you know, with some of my favourites for this book. And then these two as well. These are some of my favourites. I think they're absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to make a start on these. I think they're really, really lovely. And my favourite of the book is this double page spread. I just think this is absolutely beautiful, and I love that each character is with an animal. So this one, maybe a water dragon, something like that. We have a peacock here, a tiger, and then we have a snake and a tortoise. So yeah, I really, really like these. I especially love this one with the bamboo in the background. Yeah, really, really lovely. And they're all in these kind of, you know, really lovely shaped frames. And then we've got this pretty border around. So I think that would, you know, definitely be a labour of love. But could you imagine this once it was all finished? It'd be absolutely beautiful. So that is Fairy Tales and World Legends, and that is at number 3. In second place is Erie's Fairy Tales. And this is, again, an incredible book, and because it's fairy tales, it had to be up there in my favourites. It just had to. I just think this book is amazing. I love these. Look at this. Wizard of Oz. How gorgeous is that? I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. How beautiful is this? Really, really lovely. We've got our field of sleepy poppies. You've got the Emerald City in the background. These are lovely as well. So we've got the witches of the north, east, south and west. So yeah, a lot of fun. I don't know, this might be Gulliver's Travels maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't think I've translated the tales in this one. Jack and the Beanstalk. That is Joe's fairy tale for the month of July. So if you wanted to participate and you have this book, that would be perfect. Yeah, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous book. I have a couple of pages coloured at the front. I do have a second copy of this book. The third tale and another one, just because they're some of my favourites, so I want to be able to colour the images again. Okay, so I've done this one of Sleeping Beauty. And I wanted to use like the green and purple for like the colours of Maleficent. But I just think I put too many colours on this page. I just think it's a bit too much. I used a paint from kept by Calero here. I think it was the Basilisk. You know, colour shifting paint by Calero, because when it's like this it kind of just looks like a browny bronzy colour, but you hit the light and it turns green. I think that's really clever. And then I put some Stickles glitter gel around the edges, kind of like for the magic dust of the fairies. And these three birds down here, I coloured them like Flora, Fauna and Merryweather. So yeah, that is my Sleeping Beauty page. And this one. And I coloured these two. I even still now, I really like how these turned out. Yeah, I think they look really nice. I just wish that I had shaded the flowers and leaves around the edges, but I can always come back in if I have the inclination to do that, and do those, you know, or maybe try and work the pages a little bit more, you know, anything that I'm not happy with. It's always, you know, it's always possible to do that. So yeah, so some of my favourite pages in the book are this double page spread of Rapunzel, because Rapunzel is my favourite Disney movie. Oh, well, Tangled is my favourite Disney movie. Rapunzel is my favourite Disney princess. Yeah, I love this page. I absolutely love it, but I am really, really intimidated by the background. So yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Another favourites, should I say, are these two pages. The Snow Queen. Yeah, I think these will look incredible when they're done. So obviously I'm going to colour this to look like Elsa and this to look like Anna and Sven. Yeah, it needs to be done. But these are so beautiful. Yeah, they're absolutely lovely, and I think these would be great to colour in winter with sort of like those really pale blues and turquoises and purples, just to give it that really chilly, frosty vibe. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing those. This one, I always thought this was jasmine, but I think it might be Alibaba. I'm not sure, but I am still going to colour her like Princess Jasmine, because that's what I see when I look at this page, and I can just imagine some really beautiful gold metallic paints for the roofs on some of these buildings here in the background. So yeah, I think that would look really pretty, that one. Another page I love is this one here. Absolutely stunning, and again we've got the lanterns here. I really like that page. You've got all the flowers as well, so pretty, absolutely beautiful. And then my favourite in the book are these two, the Alice in Wonderland pages. So we've got our Queen of Hearts dresses here, obviously in her dressing room. I think that is fantastic, and that would be a very limited colour palette, and I would definitely carry those colours over onto this page, but obviously add the correct colours for our characters here. So we've got Alice, the March Hare, and the Mad Hatter. Got our little mouse there. There's our little duck or goose down here. Yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to get to these pages. So that is the World Fairy Tales colouring book. So that means that for me, in first place, coming in at number 1, is Romantic Country, the third tale. I love this book, and like I mentioned just now, I do have a second copy as well. I love everything about this book. It's stunning. Again, I just feel like Eriy outdone herself with this double page spread. These make me think of the mermaids from Peter Pan. As you can tell, I love Disney movies. I love fairy tales. So yeah, with certain pages, it just makes me think of certain films or characters. So absolutely lovely. So we've got Happy Birthday page. That would be lovely to colour if it was your birthday month. Okay, so this was the first page I coloured in this book, and that was a buddy colour. I think, was that a buddy colour of Tess? I'm not sure, but yeah, this was the first page I coloured in the book, and then Tess and I did this one as a buddy colour. She is my absolute best friend, and she has been for, goodness, for years, 6 years, 7 years maybe. I absolutely adore her. So she's my sister from another mister. Yeah, I'm not happy with this page at all. I messed up the grass. I've sort of coloured here behind the wheels green, but the sky comes like down here. I don't know. And I was using Artex acrylic paint in the background, and it was just, it was really watery and streaky, and I was using layers and layers and just trying to fix it, and it was a hot mess. I do like the colours I've used. I think the colours are really, really pretty. But yeah, that's a hot mess. So I'm glad that I get to have another go in my second copy. But as you can see, there's just beautiful pages in here. So lovely. Spice and herb. Lara's lamps. You could do these like stained glass, couldn't you? Oh, look beautiful. Malati Island. Wow, look at all those trees. Do you know, I actually think that'd be quite satisfying to colour them. Oh, yeah, I think that would look good. It's just, you know, such beautiful pages in here. Just love it. I really like these farm pages. I think they're gorgeous. Really, really lovely. I like this one with the clothes hanging out to dry outside the houses, and the windows have like shutters on them. Just think that is so nice. I've done this one as well. I was quite happy with that one. I don't know, I'm not keen on the windows, but yeah, everything else is okay. It's not my best work, but I do still like it. Okay, so some of my favourites in this book are this one here, this page with our armchair and our bookshelves. I don't know, I don't know, I'm just seem to be drawn to pages with bookshelves. Yeah, I absolutely love it. We've got our atlas here, our globe, and then you've got, you know, some trinkets and things, picture there amongst the books on the shelves. Really, really lovely. This is another favourite, this big double page spread. I think this is so pretty. I think it's really, really lovely. And I think on this one, because there's so much background space, I would probably use my cloud stencil with either some gel crayons or pan pastels. So yeah, but that is really beautiful, and that just screams summer to me. And then this one here, I love this page. I really want to practice my glow effect because I'm no good at it. I'm not going to lie, I am absolutely terrible, but I really, really want to have a go. So I will watch some YouTube videos just to try and help me sort of create a glow from these candles, and maybe like where it would hit the signs and the branches and things. And then obviously we've got candles in some of these pumpkins as well. So yeah, I'd really, really like to learn how to do that, but I just think that is such a cool page. I love this double page spread, but wow, is it intimidating, because there is a lot of open space on this page, and I mean a lot. But yeah, this is so lovely. So we've got our little boy here, and he's got his dragon friend who looks like he's got a bit of a sore there. So he's been patched up. But yeah, I love this page. I really do. I think it is so beautiful and just so innocent and whimsical. Yeah, absolutely love that one. And then my favourite in the book is this one. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. Really, really lovely. And it almost makes me think of the page I coloured in one of the other romantic country books, where we've got the carriage going towards the blue like farmhouse thing. It kind of gives me that sort of vibe with this page. But yeah, I absolutely love it. So the third tale of Romantic Country is at number 1. So there you go, my loves. That was my Eriy rank and rate. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that it was a longer one. I don't know, maybe I'm just chit-chatting too much. If you want me to try and, you know, not chat so much in these videos, please let me know. I won't be offended. But yeah, I don't know. I get so excited with these books, you know. They just make me really happy. But yeah, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening or day or morning, whatever time it is where you are. Yeah, I hope you have a great day. Take care, stay safe, my loves, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.